Is the 2024 Four Roses limited edition better than the 2023 135th anniversary? Stick around to find out. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. My name is Austin. If you could please like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I'm going to be doing a sample giveaway of the 2024 Four Roses limited edition, and that's part of the prerequisite to win a sample. So stick around to the end, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll tell you how you can win a sample of this. Okay, with that, let's get into this. So this is the 2024 Four Roses LE. This is coming in at 54.1%, 108.2 proof. Not great at math. In this batch is a blend of 12 to 20-year-old Four Roses. I don't know the percentages. I didn't look into that. I don't really care particularly about how many each of them, like what percentage of 12-year, what percentage of 14 or 16 or 20, or, you know, I didn't dive into it too much. Sometimes I do. I just kind of wanted to get into this one without really knowing too much. And the main reason why is the 2023 had a lot of hype behind it, and I think people liked it quite a bit. They had 25-year-old distillate in it, so like the highest, or one of the highest releases, or contain some of the highest aged whiskey within that release compared to the other releases. But I was really let down by that one, so I don't want to get focused on percentages, because I don't think in the grand scheme of things that's a particularly huge factor, because they all have 19, 21, last year's 25, 20, you know, they all contain some level of high end or high aged stated whiskey in it. So I don't want to focus too much on that. I will be comparing it to I have a little bit of the 2023 sample left that I did a review on earlier in the channel. So I will be comparing it to that just to see. So let's get into this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm really happy right now because my last two reviews after taking my little hiatus were not particularly favorable. The Daniel Weller and the Old Stubborn Batch 2. I'm happy to have, just off the nose, I have a strong feeling this will be a positive review. So you get the typical Four Roses floralness, caramel, some red apple, but there's a richness to this, and I don't know, I don't want to say funk, like dusty funk, but kind of like there's a little hint of that. My all-time favorite Four Roses is the 19 Four Roses LE, and to me that has dusty funk for days. I often say that it's the Elijah Craig barrel proof pirate bottle equivalent in Four Roses. They are obviously different, but it has that same funky, dusty note to it. And this, man, there's a little bit of that funk in here. Just a hint. It's not the 19 level of it, but yeah, very, very rich. Okay, that's good. Honey, vanilla, cinnamon. There's a nice baking spice on the finish. There's almost, so on a lot of ultra aged whiskeys, the Knob Creek 18, the Calumet 16, I'm trying to think of what else, but on a lot of the older aged stuff, I often get a like milk chocolate, like a melted milk chocolate. If you took a Hershey's bar or like a little square from a Hershey's bar and it melts and how it kind of like coats your mouth. I'm getting a little bit of that kind of melted milk chocolate texture and taste. And then the oak is coming in too. That's very, very interesting. Let's see what the tasting notes on this say. Ripe berries, tangy citrus, herbal notes, mellow spice, balance out layers, complexity and sweetness with the delicate finish. Oh, creamy vanilla, honey, brown sugar. Yeah. So I think I said honey. I know I said it has this nice vanilla note to it. I don't know if I got too much of the citrus, but you know, on the nose, there's almost like a tea that's sweetened with honey that has a citrus note to it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's good. I mean, everything I say, like I'm getting that red apple, that vanilla, that milk chocolate there is there, the baking spice is there, that floral note is there, cinnamon. That's nice. That's really nice. I'm glad that I enjoyed this one. And also because it's not a sample like the last two videos where this is a full bottle. So if I didn't really like it, that'd be a bummer because then I'd be having a full bottle. So I'm gonna move this one to the side here and compare it to the 2023, and we'll see if my thoughts have changed on the 2023, but I suspect not. All right, and that is the last of my 23 sample. The 23, I don't remember the proof on it, and it doesn't say on here, but oh wow. You know what? The nose might take it. Yeah. The nose on the 23 has kind of this perfume thing to it, which I like. And it nose is a little bit darker, but we'll see if that stands up on the palate. No, so the 23 is lighter in flavor all around. Yeah, I definitely prefer the 24. The 23 is lighter in flavor all around. And then what really sticks out and lingers is this fresh lumber, like from Home Depot or Kohl's or something like that. And I was really turned off by that when I tried this sample very early on in my channel. It noses better and it does taste a little bit better than I remember, but nowhere near this latest release, 24. Yeah, it is pretty. I mean, it's better than what I gave it credit for the first time, but this 24 is a good release. Definitely prefer this year's. Very happy for that. Some other notable releases for me that I particularly enjoyed. 2020 was great. I really liked 2020. I drank a full bottle. I have a backup. 22 was good. I think it was kind of comparable to the 20, but I think I leaned to the 20 a little bit more. I liked the 21, but it kind of fell a little bit flat, similar to the 23. And then the 19 for me is just the GOAT of all Four Roses. I don't know if there's anything that can beat the 23, I mean the 19. And I just sent the last of my bottle. It was like 1.5 ounce sample to Stuff and Whiskey, and I sent them a sample of a pirate bottle to do blind on their live stream. So I don't have any more of that without opening my last backup of 19, which I'm not prepared to do since I just finished off the other one. But I mean, it's a no-brainer on that. I did acquire a sample of the 2012 Four Roses small batch limited edition. I did not look into the proof on this one, nor did I look into the age statements of the barrels that went into it. But I figured if I'm doing this one, it would be nice to compare the 2012. And from what I heard, this was an absolute monster year for them. Pre-Bourbon boom, you know, like I could see this being really, really good. Oh yeah. Rich caramel. Just this thickness and roundness and richness, similar to the 19. Oh, that's ridiculous. I wonder what these are going for in secondary. I have no idea. Whoa, there's a red fruit on this one, like a strawberry. Definitely more rye forward than the other two. This almost drinks like a rye. That's really interesting. Very, very rye forward. Floral, herbaceous, strawberry. I mean, this almost, if you get like a really good 95.5 rye private barrel from some NDP, non-distilling producer, that it tastes similar to that in a way. Obviously it's not, it's bourbon, but that's very unique. Yeah, it's good, it's very good, but I don't know, I can only imagine whatever secondary would be on that, so I would say that's not worth hunting down or chasing. Certainly this 2024 is very nice. Yeah, and none of them hold a candle to 2019. I would like another backup of 2019. If I saw one for a reasonable price, I'd probably grab it. But yeah, that's where I'm leaving this. Great year for Four Roses on their LE, the 2024. I don't know when the 25 is coming out, probably within the next few months or so, something like that. But blend what's left of the 23 and the 24. On the nose, I wouldn't recommend doing that. As I'm going to try this real quick, to win a sample of this, let me check. This video should be coming out on March 21st. So the sample giveaway will close Sunday the 23rd. So you'll have the weekend to get your entries in. To get into the entry, or to make sure that your entry is accounted for, whatever, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment what your favorite comment what your favorite Four Roses product is, and then make sure you respond to my comment. If I say, hey, you're selected, I'll try and find you on Facebook. If I can't find you on Facebook, I will have you send me an email at tbewhiskey@gmail.com, and then we'll sort it out on getting it to you. I have, on all my sample giveaways, I've been able to find everybody and get them their samples, except for one person that never responded to the comment, never responded to any Facebook messages, never responded to anything. So, I mean, that's nothing I can do about that. Every single other giveaway, I have managed to find the person who won and get them their sample. So do those three things: like the video, comment what your favorite Four Roses product is, subscribe to the channel, and then make sure you follow up on the comments of this video, or if I find you on Facebook, make sure you're able, respond to an incoming message on that. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll give this a quick taste here. It's actually not bad. The blend's pretty good. But that was the last of my 23 samples, so that'll be the only time that I'll be trying this, but there it is. So that's where I'm leaving this. Make sure you get entered, because you're going to want to try this one. It is a particularly good year. As always, Bourbon Experience is all about good pours and great times with whoever you're with. Whiskey meant to be enjoyed, so crack those bottles. Cheers.